photograph of Ken Buckles that was taken on May 30th. His great-uncle Frank, great-great-uncle Frank, is the last surviving World War I veteran. How this all came about is that this necklace was given to Frank by a gentleman that's right next to his uncle. Is Robert. He's from Arizona. My sister wound up on the plane with Frank and said, "Where'd you get that necklace?" That's how all this happened. We met Ken just a few days ago. He got this Hummer on loan. We have the high cost of freedom display at our fireworks stand, and we have a tank there. I would love for you to all look at this picture and
hold it up,
Ken.
Well, I could explain.
This is for you.
Oh, wow. This, the guys in back are the Blackfeet Warriors from Montana, and they were asked to present the colors and the wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. And I don't know if any of you have heard, I started honoring veterans at Milwaukee High School in Oregon 15 years ago, and it's turned into this nonprofit. Our heroes are veterans, and we go to schools around the state and tributes around the state, but the Blackfeet I got to know, and they asked me to go with them, and so I took them. And Robert Delsai is a Vietnam veteran, Bronze Star, Purple Heart from Vietnam. He's full-blooded Apache, and he gave those necklaces to you, and when he does it, he tells you what the colors are for. Tracy's got one on, and he gets tears in his eyes and salutes you and shakes you, puts it over your neck. Well, he did that to Frank Buckles, and they both saluted each other, and they were crying, and then before I left, he gave one to me. So I sit on the plane to come back to Oregon from Washington, D.C., and 2 times I start to pull this off my neck, and something says, "No, leave it on." Because Colleen and her husband, where's your husband? Right? Yes. Sit down next to me, and she goes, "Where in the hell did you get that necklace?"
Well,
now you can tell the story.
The first thing was we were at our gate, and I look over, and from about here, to where they're standing across there, I could see this necklace. And I turn around and I look at my husband and I say, "That looks like one of Robert's necklaces." This is Robert right here.
Yeah, right there.
We're really good friends in Arizona. We have several of his necklaces. And he kind of said, "Yeah, you know," but that just was in my mind. Well, when we walked on the plane, here is Ken sitting in a seat, and there's 2 empty seats. Lo and behold, 1, 2, those were our seats. I didn't get my butt in that seat when I was going, "Where'd you get that necklace?" So he starts telling me about this Native American who presents the. I looked at him and I said, "Robert?" He looks at me and he goes, "Delsai?" I said, "Yeah, Robert and Josie." And that's just how it all started. And you know what? Ken's going to be part of our family the rest of our lives.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to grow.
Remembering America's
heroes. And, you know, it's not odd. We believe it was God that put us all together.
You know, since we got time, I got to tell you a cool story. But first, this is a Milwaukee High alumni who, when you see the high cost of freedom display that's set up, we put in hundreds and hundreds of hours building that. And then my sister, Lori right there, and my wife, Melinda right here. But Uncle Frank lied at 15, joined the Army, said, "How do I get to the front?" They put him in as an ambulance driver, and he drove to the front, carried wounded back, and then took prisoners of war back to Germany. He got involved in the shipping industry and was in Manila in 1941 in charge of shipping and receiving. When 8 hours after Pearl Harbor was attacked, the Philippines was invaded. He ended up a prisoner of war of the Japanese for 3.5 years also. But for some reason, he was able to bury that until this last year. He started having nightmares at 109 years old of his experiences in the Japanese prison camp. This guy here, Walter Running Crane, Silver Star, 2 Purple Hearts, Vietnam, and this guy here, Marines, both Marines, are into the Blackfeet traditional ways of the sweat lodge and energy. And I don't know if you know the sweetgrass where they burn it and the healing stuff. We took him to the house. He lives in a home that was built in 1751 on the farm. He refused to leave the farm, so they got a caregiver there. They went in, this was Memorial Day, Sunday before Memorial Day. They went in and said, we will heal the house in the Blackfeet ways. And it took them 2 hours with the smoke, and they were doing Blackfeet chants and singing, and they went from the basement to the top to the house, and they went to the top. And bear with me, I'm going as fast as I can. When I took my son back there 10 years ago, he woke up screaming and said, Dad, a ghost of a little girl came and said, thanks for visiting me. And I used to tease him about it for 10 years. They hired some teenagers to work up there, and they came running out saying there was a ghost of a girl, we're never going back. Uncle Frank said, yeah, there's something up there, but they don't bother me and I don't bother them. Well, these guys, when they were done, came down, we need to tell you something. There was a spirit upstairs in the attic. She wasn't dangerous, but it's negative energy, and we told her it's time to go on. And your house is healed. Well, I've been trying to get a hold of my cousin, and I finally got a hold of her 2 days ago, and she told me that Uncle Frank has not had any nightmares since the day they healed the house. So I don't know if you believe in that stuff, but all I know is there's got to be a higher power involved, because I sit on that plane and meet you guys, they tell me about this. I don't know, coincidence or there's something going on, but anyway, I tell you what, they go back next Memorial Day. You guys all want to get back there with Rolling Thunder, and he says he's going to live to be 115, so he'll be 110. We can do a drive-through to his farm. It's an hour's drive from DC, and get a group picture. So if it's meant to be, it'll be. Anyway, thank you for the support.
My mom's 88 years old and can't walk for shit, but she can get in and out of here. My trouble is keeping her in. She always wants to. Okay, put these down, clean them. Okay, here's the jacket. Put that guy on it. There we go. We'll lean forward and we'll put your jacket down. There you go. Okay. Now you're going to have to take your helmet or your hat off and maybe put it at your feet there. Let's see if we can get this on. Why don't you take your glasses off and put them back afterwards. This is going to be awful big on you.
I need a volunteer to block traffic right out here. Anybody?
I can.
Huh?
Hey, can you do that?
Just pull out here and
Yeah, just block traffic out here. Do we have one? We have a volunteer here.
Maybe somebody in the
We have a volunteer right here in the car.
Okay, great. Then just when we get to leave, just pull out so traffic coming this way is blocked.
Okay. I want to hear him.
Now, is that too
Grandpa,
Here it comes.
here it comes.
We got Bob's in the lead.
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
Gold Star family.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Let the Hummer come in and park.
Knick-knack!
Good job, man. Good job. Thank you, guys.
What's up?
Beautiful. Yeah, it was awesome.
Curtis, Curdle.
That was the best passenger ever, wasn't it?
D.
Get the camera out of my face, Jason.
Dang, there's a lot of people here.
That was awesome. Yeah, I waved to every single person. You like my gloves?
You little trinket.
I heard about them biker babes.
I waved to
How was
every
the
single
ride?
person that drove down the road.
How was the ride?
Just fine with me.
Fine.
Ready? Nice job.
Pauline, did you go on the ride?
I did, and
Was
I
it
saw
fun?
you filming. You're doing such a great job.
Yeah, I think I did. I'm not really sure. Let's watch as the beast cares for her child in the wild. As you see, her child is trying to walk away from her. But she will not leave him alone.
They'll be getting a delivery though, yeah.
Wild animals caring for their younging. There's nothing better.